Each year, as the summer heat rises in Las Vegas, so too does the anticipation for the UFC's International Fight Week. The combat sports world descends upon the fight capital for a global celebration of elite talent. In 2025, the tradition continues at UFC 317 with a title fight doubleheader.
As we celebrate mixed martial arts in the UFC, the best athletes in the world are ready to take it from here.
In the main event, a European superstar and one of the most decorated Brazilians of all time square off for the vacant lightweight belt. After conquering the featherweight division,
and still!
Ilia Topuria announced a bold move up to 155 pounds.
I want to go to the lightweight division now.
And now stands on the cusp of legendary status with a shot at a second title. Standing in the way of El Matador's destiny is a former champion with unfinished business.
One of the most dangerous guys in the division.
Absolute assassin.
Charles Oliveira's record-breaking career has been defined by passion.
Pode bater, bate, filha. Homem aqui aguenta, rapaz. Nós é iluminado, rapaz.
14 years into his UFC career, and he's never been better.
And perseverance.
It's over! That is gonna do it!
Oh, my goodness.
Who can stop Charles Oliveira?
Returning to the throne remains the drive for DuBronx.
Todo mundo já sabe.
The champion's name, the Charles Oliveira, brother.
Esse é o campeão, esse é o verdadeiro campeão dessa divisão.
As he sets his sights on the steadfast Spaniard.
I truly believe that I'm going to finish him in the first round.
In the co-main event, the flyweight king looks to continue his legacy-making run.
Look at this. It's on the neck.
He is out!
Wow.
And still!
When he puts his title on the line against a determined New Zealand warrior. In a rematch years in the making. Nearly a decade has passed since Alexandre Pantoja had his hand raised against Kai Kara-France in The Ultimate Fighter. The Brazilian would go on to become one of the greatest flyweights of all time.
I'm the champion right here.
For Kai Kara-France, the road to the title has been an arduous one. But the moment has finally arrived for the Kiwi. He's hell-bent on bringing UFC gold to the land of the long white cloud.
I want to be the first one to bring a flyweight world title back to Aotearoa, New Zealand. I'm going to take Kai Kara-France's head and put in my wall.
As the world readies for another marquee event inside the T-Mobile Arena, we chronicle the journeys of our main attractions.
I'm ready! Buenas tardes, Alicante!
This is UFC 317.
Are you ready? Are you ready for me?
Countdown. The motivation to fight varies between combatants. For some, it's the allure of stardom. For others, it's fortune. For UFC lightweight title challenger Ilia Topuria, the desire to achieve something greater has fueled his ambition since the very beginning.
At an early age, I had the dream to become a world champion. That was always my main motivation and my main dream. I want the people to mention my name between all the greatest of all time. I want them to use me as an example. So this is what I try to be.
Walking for his debut is Ilia Topuria, a legit prospect out of Spain.
Carrying the hype he achieved as a sensation on the regional circuit. Topuria quickly made his name known upon arrival in the UFC.
Oh, he hurt him.
Oh, big ground strikes from Topuria! Stop!
As one of the most entertaining fighters in the featherweight division.
Ilia Topuria is a straight-up assassin.
For me, it's very important to be awarded for the people.
Crowd voicing its appreciation, get a standing ovation.
I like to walk forward.
Oh! Big shots. Oh, he hurt him.
Ooh, and a right hand.
I like to combine punches.
Huge combination for the Spaniard.
I like to have my opponents under pressure.
Whoa! Still undefeated.
And I want to be entertained for the fans.
He closes the show. The guy's a killer.
Oh, absolutely, and he's just fun to watch.
I want them to say my ticket was worth it.
Oh, right uppercut.
and I'm happy that I was able to watch Ilia's fight.
I'm the next guy, without any doubt, to take that UFC belt.
Hundreds of Spaniards have traveled from their home nation to support their country's top fighting son, Ilia Topuria, and he believes tonight he is going to shock many MMA observers and wrest the title away from the long-standing featherweight champion.
For my fight with Walt, when I woke up in the morning, I was sitting in front of a window and I was like, I always dreamed about this day. That one day I will become a world champion, and today is the day.
Oh! Topuria grounds Volkanovski! That'll do it, and new! The belt is headed to Spain! Ilia Topuria, the featherweight champion of the world!
Oh my goodness! And he fought one of the greatest of all time tonight.
He's gonna reign potentially for a very, very long time.
Becoming a UFC world champion means you are that person that you always dreamed that you will become.
We never had a Spanish champion before. Now we have one of the best in the sport. The whole country of Spain now is going to be crazy about MMA.
The newly crowned champion's first title defense would come against another legend of the division.
Proudly repping his native Waianae, Hawaii, enter the former undisputed UFC featherweight champion and the reigning BMF belt holder, Max Bless Holloway. But Ilia Topuria believes he is set to make a major statement tonight in title defense number 1.
Max has one of the greatest legacy in the sport.
Topuria is very patient in his approach, doesn't rush. Whoa. Big right hand landed for Topuria there.
They told me before the fight that no one was able to knock him down.
Oh, it's a big left hook.
But when I was watching his fights, I was talking to my team and I'm like, what an opportunity. Because I know that I'm gonna knock him out. I know that it's gonna happen. I see it.
Oh, and that's what we've learned about Max Holloway. It's hard to put him down.
When the second round was over, my brother told me, now I need you to pressure him. Because you are gonna finish him. He's tired.
Oh man, if you beat up that lead leg, you really limit how he can move.
He was going from his stance to the southpaw.
Of all people to have their lead leg start to get battered, Max can at least switch southpaw.
And I said, I'm gonna go with the cross and the right hand when he will switch his stance.
Oh!
I land the right hand.
A huge right now for Topuria!
He started to wobble and he was trying to behave like, I'm okay. But I knew that he was
Oh! Massive knockdown for Topuria! And still, he does it again! Ilia Topuria!
It's nice to be the only man in the world to knock out Max Holloway.
Ilia Topuria all but guaranteed that he would be the first man to knock out Max Holloway, and man, did he deliver.
It feels that I'm one of them. I'm one of the greatest.
Volkanovski and now Holloway, two of the greatest featherweights of all time, firmly in the rearview mirror.
Following his victory over Holloway, Topuria would set his sights on a new challenge.
Now that I claim a mountain and I get to the top, I end the chapter that I had in the featherweight division. I decided with my team to move up to the next division, to have a new challenge in my life. Now I have to start claiming another one. I want to go to the lightweight division now. I will become a two-weight class world champion.
He feels like he's cemented his legacy, so Topuria will be moving up to 155 pounds.
Topuria saying, hey, I'm going up to the money weight. I absolutely love that.
And I know that I'm going to be able to achieve the same things that I achieved in the featherweight division. I know that I'm the best fighter in the world in the featherweight or in the lightweight division.
Topuria's lofty pursuit of a second belt placed the former king of the division in his sights for the vacant UFC lightweight title.
It's kind of amazing that I'm able to live this kind of moments. Many people see it as a risk that I change the weight class. but I don't see it as a risk. I always dreamed, I always had this kind of visualization in my head, and it's kind of crazy that right now I'm living those moments. So I'm very happy, very excited. And now I have the chance to fight another legendary fighter.
Ilia Topuria, Charles Oliveira, guaranteed violence. Deal me in.
The desire to give back is important to many UFC fighters. For lightweight title challenger Charles Oliveira, his eagerness to do so led him to the creation of his own institute for those less fortunate.
Principalmente a gente mora no Guarujá, nós cercados de água e favela, né? As coisas ruins estão cercadas, então a maioria da molecada que treina aqui é porque não tem tantas condições, então ou mora perto de uma comunidade ou dentro de uma comunidade, então fazer com que eles se tornem homens e mulheres de bem. Firme e forte, que respeita o pai e a mãe, pra mim já é gigante. E aí é isso, gravaram com vocês, obrigado a todo mundo que ter vindo, obrigado a vocês pais por ter vindo até aqui. Quem conhece a minha história sabe que eu vim bem de baixo e hoje, graças a Deus, tenho uma história gigantesca, então esse é meu sonho, fazer com que esses moleques também cheguem longe, então graças a Deus as coisas acontecendo. Então, mais do que junto. Brigadaço! Mas o meu sonho, com certeza, né, que a gente consiga brilhar de alguma forma, né, para algumas pessoas como eu brilhei e cresci na vida, tá ligado? Moleque veio dentro da comunidade, poder morar numa casa boa, poder, né, construir uma família, dar as coisas boas pros meus filhos, isso é o mais importante. Né, a gente só tem que agradecer a Deus porque a gente tá vendo que as coisas estão acontecendo 100% certo. As coisas ruins estão do teu lado ali, então só dele estar bem com o pai e com a mãe, isso já é algo gigante pra mim. Mas com certeza, se né, dois, não importa, fosse daquilo que é ao meu lado, que é ser lutador, pra poder dar algo pra família assim do jeito que eu consegui, pra mim seria muito gigantesco.
Charles Oliveira made his UFC debut back in 2010. He is one of the most dangerous men in all of MMA.
Against all odds, Oliveira rose from the slums of Guarujá to become one of the most decorated mixed martial artists in the sport's history.
This man owns records for most finishes, submissions, and performance bonuses in UFC history.
Eu entrei no UFC falando que eu queria lutar com os melhores, eu queria quebrar todos esses recordes.
Charles Oliveira, another submission. He extends the record.
Mostra o quanto perigoso você é, mostra o quanto você procura a luta, o quanto você quer ela, sabe? O quanto você quer dar show.
His record-breaking run saw him reach the pinnacle of the lightweight division.
He's out! Charles Oliveira is the undisputed UFC lightweight champion! And still, down him now, folks! Oliveira's under the chin.
Oh my goodness!
That is gonna do it! Who can stop Charles Oliveira?
In 2022, the lightweight division would crown a new king.
What a way to stamp yourself the best in the world! Makhachev submits the greatest finisher in UFC history, the belt en route to Dagestan.
Quando eu perdi o cinturão, eu queria se tornar campeão de novo. Eu tinha que buscar ele de novo.
Gotta give him a hand. What an absolute legend. Charles Oliveira and Islam Makhachev. Makhachev now the new champ.
Eu falava pra galera, pô, esse momento aqui do Donald colocando o cinturão na minha cintura tem que se repetir.
Despite the setbacks, the desire to succeed still burned within the Brazilian.
Dariush goes down!
Oh, he stunned him.
Oh, he's hurt bad. It's over.
Charles Oliveira! How about him?
After never drifting far from title contention, Oliveira was presented with an opportunity to once again stake his claim with a rematch against a fellow veteran.
Enter the former undisputed lightweight champion, Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira.
This man is 14 years into his UFC career and he's never been better.
Cara, minha estratégia na realidade eu só queria lutar consciente.
Iron Michael Chandler taking on the future Hall of Famer Charles "Do Bronx" Oliveira.
Sir, are you ready? Sir, are you ready? Fight!
Tonight the rematch is upon us, and for the winner, big things heading into 2025.
Eu queria estar vencendo round a round. Eu queria sentar e escutar se eu venci ou perdi o round.
Charles fights so technically on the feet. Like, look how quickly that right hand comes.
Chandler with a big land, though.
Oh! Nice knee up the middle.
Big knee for Oliveira. Chandler ate it well.
Tá calmo em pé, sabe? As entradas de queda.
Oh, another takedown by Charles.
Mas com certeza a análise de performance maravilhosa.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my goodness.
He is beating him up.
What a fight! Charles Duplex Oliveira and Michael Chandler go the full 25.
Então eu simplesmente só voltei pra casa esperando a minha oportunidade de lutar pelo título.
In all likelihood, he will find himself in a championship setting next.
While his third shot at UFC gold is top of mind, Oliveira never forgets what's most important and leans on his growing family for support and motivation.
A família é a base de tudo. Se você tem uma base forte, nada vai te derrubar, sabe? Tive uma filha e agora um filho, o Dominique, 7 mesinhos.
Eita, Dudu!
Aprendendo a engatinhar, falar papai, mamãe.
Oh, papai, tá entendido careia.
Vem, mamãe!
Nunca vi uma criança tão sorridente como ele. Cara, acho que tudo é fase, tudo é momento.
Nossa, aqui ó, tá com o portão bem bonito.
A Tayla nasceu, eu embalei 12 seguidos. Quando o Dominique nasceu, deve ser 309, venci a luta e agora eu tô indo pro título. Isso me motiva, isso me deixa mais gigante. Tornar campeão dos pesos leves pra mim vai ser gigante. Pelo que eu falo sempre, em tudo que eu falo na minha vida sobre o legado. Se tornando campeão mais uma vez, vai contra muita coisa que as pessoas falam que nunca seria possível. Então eu tô aí pra quebrar a história e fazer história.
As a product of the budding combat sports scene in Spain, UFC lightweight title challenger Ilia Topuria has taken on the responsibility of nurturing the next generation of fighters from the region with the creation of his own MMA promotion.
Our champion of the world, Ilia Topuria, is today with us back home.
UFC is the biggest promotion in Spain. It means a lot to provide a platform to the fighters to achieve their dreams.
All right, let's get the show on the road.
And as a fighter, I know very well what a fighter really needs.
Oh my God, this is crazy.
I had to do so many things before I was able to get to the UFC. I don't want the new generation to pay the same price that I had to pay.
And off they go, receiving the acknowledgement from Ilia Topuria.
I want to give them all the facilities to be concentrated and focused on what they have to do, which is fighting. And I feel very happy that I have that opportunity. Before in Spain, MMA was something dangerous, something for crazy people. They don't even accept it as a sport. And right now, the story is completely different.
Great nights of fights tonight. Everybody was pretty happy here.
Right now in Spain, they accept MMA and the UFC as a sport. And I want to see a lot of fighters from UFC going to the UFC and achieve their dreams.
Inspiring others is a quality shared by Topuria's next opponent. With UFC 317 approaching, former lightweight champion Charles Oliveira once again joins the team at Shooter Box as he prepares for his 46th professional fight. His relentless effort to reclaim the title continues to serve as motivation to those around him.
Hoje em dia o Charles é uma inspiração não só para nossa equipe, mas para o mundo inteiro. Ele é um cara que ele já caiu, ele já levantou, ele já se machucou e sempre conseguiu sair muito mais forte de qualquer situação que ele se encontrou.
Não é jab direto, tá? Ele vai trabalhar o jab. Movimentou, 1, 2.
E ele faz com que todos queiram ser melhores a cada dia, não só dentro do octógono, mas na vida. O Charles ele é movido a desafios Charles é movido de realmente fazer grandes guerras.
Bloqueou, sai pegando, bloqueou, sai pegando.
E eu acho que o Topuria é um cara que vai poder nos dar essa guerra que o Charles tanto gosta.
The boxing on this young man is phenomenal.
O Topuria é um excelente lutador, é um cara que tá vindo uma ascensão incrível.
The power of Topuria.
Realmente ele tem um poder muito forte nas mãos.
He rotates his whole body into everything that he throws.
Por mais que ele não tenha sido testado, nós sabemos que ele tem um bom wrestling, um bom jiu-jitsu também. Ele é muito bom, merece todo o respeito do mundo. Mas realmente o Charles é um cara muito rodado, o Charles é um cara com experiência incrível.
Boa! Excelente.
Isso, ele é um verdadeiro campeão.
27.
Com 15 anos de UFC, com 34 lutas, mas que o Charles já conquistou tudo que um lutador podia conquistar. Ele tá querendo conquistar tudo de novo, ele tá querendo cinturão de novo. Então, assim, ele quer não só esse cinturão, como ele quer defender ele muitas vezes.
Now he has this unstoppable desire to get back in there and reclaim that title.
Cara, essa outra vai ser muito boa comigo com ele, porque o Ilia Topuria, ele anda muito pra frente. Eu também ando pra frente.
His future undeniably is in the UFC Hall of Fame.
Tanto em pé quanto no chão. Eu ando pra frente, eu tenho poder de fogo nas mãos.
An absolute destroyer.
Eu tenho muita força. Eu tenho um jiu-jitsu muito bem afiado. O meu wrestling cada dia que passa, sabe? Eu acho que eu vou dar um passo de verdade, sim. Eu acho, eu tenho certeza, eu vou dar um passo à frente dele em todo sentido.
The most prolific finisher in UFC history.
Então, com certeza, dia 28 de junho, vocês vão ver um Charles completamente melhorado de tudo aquilo que já passei dentro do cage pra se tornar campeão mais uma vez.
Over 5,000 miles away, Ilia Topuria has chosen to prepare to capture his second UFC title at one of Spain's most prestigious training facilities.
This is the Performance Institute of the Spanish national team of boxing, wrestling, all the Olympic sports. We bring the cage to the place. We asked them for a space because I wanted a different environment for this training camp. And they accepted. So it's amazing to be able to share that space with that kind of athletes. Charles, he has more professional fights than me, but at the end of the day, I don't think that that's gonna help him because I represent the new generation of mixed martial arts. The skill development that I'm bringing to the sport is completely different. Walk.
Oh! Topuria grounds Volkanovski!
Max Holloway.
Oh! Massive knockdown for Topuria! And still!
They thought that I was crazy, but at the end, they realized that I was right. It doesn't matter who is in front of me. Charles is not gonna have any advantage. I'm a very complete fighter. I can go everywhere, and you are not gonna feel comfortable in any place. I'm gonna be dominating all the time. I don't play anyone's game. I make them play my game. That's why I'm undefeated, and he's not. He has 10 losses, I have 0. I respect him, but I'm gonna try to take his head off. And you all know that I'm gonna do it.
O William é um cara completo, tanto em pé quanto no chão. Como eu te falei, eu confio demais no poder de fogo costando as mãos.
Oh, wow! Power from Charles Oliveira! Oh!
Chandler is down! He's out! Charles Oliveira!
No UFC 317, vou tirar aquele 0 de lá, eu tenho certeza disso.
He has that championship mindset.
Vai ser o verdadeiro campeão dessa divisão.
He thinks that he's gonna walk forward, he's gonna do his thing, he's gonna take me down, he's gonna dominate me in the ground. But I see myself much better everywhere.
Ilia Topuria has perfect technique. Oh! The complete game, the wrestling, the striking, the knockout power.
I see myself knocking him out in the first round.
Oh! He does it again! Ilia Topuria!
Charles the Bronx Oliveira.
The story of the co-main event for UFC 317 dates back almost 10 years to season 24 of The Ultimate Fighter, where the current flyweight king Alexandre Pantoja first crossed paths with the title challenger Kai Kara-France in a unique season of the show.
All right, gentlemen, we have the baddest 125-pounders in the world right here.
The Ultimate Fighter season 24 was season of champions. Everybody have a belt. It's a very hard tournament. No one really knew who I was, but after my first fight,
Stop.
people started to take notice. My first fight, I beat Breno Moreno, and I make a very tough fight and go to fight the Kai Kara-France. That fight with Kai Kara-France, I need to fight very smart, with very technique, with kicks, with takedowns, to control the fight. It was a huge victory. He won by decision. It was a tough pill to swallow, but I picked myself up, and I knew that this wouldn't be the end of my UFC career.
Alexandre.
He has got a lot of hype and potential.
Pantoja's performance on The Ultimate Fighter earned him a UFC contract, and the Brazilian set out on his journey of evolution into a championship-caliber fighter.
Pantoja is such a savage.
All my life, I learned how to be a good fighter.
He can do it all, and he pushes a pace that melts men.
And when I go to the octagon, I feel freedom.
He has submissions. He has a wealth of experience. He taps.
That's my fight style, freedom.
Piston of a right hand from Pantoja.
It's just me and my opponent.
Oh, and Pantoja ends it.
And then I put my game to work.
Unbelievable Brazilian jiu-jitsu skills.
The cannibal.
And use everything I have to win the fight.
6 years after his UFC debut, Pantoja's shot at UFC gold had arrived.
Pantoja is a hunter. He's been hunting down all of this. He certainly gets the job done and becomes the champion of the world.
Oh! Knockdown for Pantoja.
Oh, he hit him with the left hook again.
Go to the octagon is so much better when you have the belt.
Alexandre Pantoja, the newly minted UFC flyweight champ.
That's what I want. All my life, I want to fight in the full arena. Everybody look to my primitive extent.
He's so dominant. He's so well-rounded.
He's the best in the world. He has beaten everybody.
That's what everybody wants to see.
He's beaten 9 guys in the top 10.
That's my art. I love that.
This is UFC 310, Pantoja versus Asakura.
Pantoja's extended dominance saw him face and defeat the UFC flyweight division's elite, leading to a challenge from an international superstar looking to make waves in his first octagon appearance.
A 125-pound fighter that can end fights with one single strike.
My last fight, I'm very excited when the UFC bring me Kai Asakura, someone new, come from another promotion.
Pantoja has an unstoppable determination.
And that's me motivation a lot to make a good statement and show to UFC who's the champ.
Final championship fight of this most memorable 2024. Pantoja with a big left hand.
Pantoja hurt him.
And that's what I did.
He really walks down and tries to break his spirit. Oh, nice job by Pantoja.
Look how he jumped on that back. Look at this.
Oh, look at that.
He's on the neck. Nope. He's on the neck. Oh, he's got it.
Tight.
He's got it. That's it. He's out.
He's out. And still.
Pantoja.
He is the man.
I feel so glad to be this champion with the flyweight need.
Just absolutely phenomenal.
I want to be the best flyweight. I want to be the best fighter all the world.
This is the level, UFC level. When the octagon is locked, this is my town, this is my city.
That's the only thing passed through my head right now.
8th career win by rear naked choke for the best flyweight in the world, Alexandre Pantoja.
That dude's amazing, man.
He's amazing.
I mean, all this dude has been doing is winning. We gotta find somebody to fight Pantoja.
After my fight in December with Takai Asakura, Kai Kara-France one of the first DMs I have in my Instagram. He said, congrats, and hey, I'm the next. At that point, I really think he's the next.
UFC 317, June 28th, flyweight champion Pantoja will defend his belt against Kai Kara-France. Pantoja hasn't lost a fight in 5 years. Kai Kara-France, 3 of his last 4 wins have come in the very first round.
I want proof in that fight to take Kai Kara-France. I'm still the best flyweight of the world.
As the indigenous people of New Zealand, the Maori have preserved their culture and traditions for centuries. Maori warriors were renowned for their fighting spirit, a legacy that has been passed down through generations. UFC flyweight title challenger Kai Kara-France proudly embraces his Maori heritage, a source of identity and strength that has helped shape his journey in combat sports.
Maori culture, it's what I hold closest to my heart. It's me, it's everything. And before my ancestors would have gone on the battlefield, they would have done a haka as a war dance. It's the same feeling when I step into the octagon. I've got clear intentions. It's kill or be killed. It's in me. It's in my blood. It's in my DNA.
Kai Kara-France bringing that warrior spirit here.
All my ancestors, my tupuna that have come before me, fighting on the battlefield for survival.
I just put all the flyweights on notice. Let's go.
I'm just the modern day version of that.
Kai Kara-France is a savage.
Doing it in the UFC, taking on the best fighters in the world.
Rolling knockdown for the Kiwi! Kai Kara-France has done it!
Kai Kara-France is an absolute dog.
Left hand was a big one, now a big left! And again!
In his first shot at UFC Gold, Kara-France would come up short against a former champion.
These are 2 of the most skillful men in the sport. 2 of the fastest and 2 of the most technical.
If you take this as a career, this fight game, there's always going to be obstacles. There's always going to be challenges that you have to overcome. The way that I've persevered and pushed through is because I've tapped into what my tupuna and my ancestors would have done.
Brandon Moreno, back with gold at 125 pounds. Kai Kara-France, all class in defeat.
What it creates is character and this hunger. I channel it and I tap into that realm.
We'll be back, baby. Hey. We'll be back, baby.
Not allowing himself to be deterred, the Kiwi would climb back towards another title opportunity.
My last fight against Steve Ercik, a lot of people counted me out, but I know what I'm capable of. So when I stepped in there, I was in there to spoil the party.
Let's go, kid.
This young man has shown time and time again that he has a fighting spirit, and he continues to improve every single time.
Kai Kara-France believes that this matchup is his ticket back to a title shot. We'll see if Kai Kara-France can produce the desired results here today.
Ready? You ready? Go! Short blitzes, short blitzes.
Cara France nearly landed that left hand. Pretty good entry by him.
Caro's throwing good combos, but you can see Usyk seeing the combos that he's throwing and sliding just out of the way, barely.
Nice guy.
Good. Cara France attacks the body.
Touch shuffle step. He'll be right there.
An overhand left connected. Left for Cara France.
Once I landed that shot, it put him away.
Has knocked out Cedar, second round one.
Just brought me back to where I belong, and that's at the top of the flyweight division.
13th first round knockout for this man.
You are a flyweight, man. How are you knocking people out like that in this weight class?
It's because I'm Maori, bro. That's why.
What do you want next?
Who do you think I should fight next for the title?
I knew I was going to fight Pantoja for the flyweight world title.
What a huge result for the number 4 ranked flyweight contender, Cara France.
The UFC 317 flyweight title fight will feature 2 fighters whose national pride extends beyond their performances inside the octagon. For the champion Alexandre Pantoja, a return to his homeland offered a chance to pay forward the wisdom and motivation once bestowed upon him.
Obrigado aí pela recepção. Fico muito emocionado de estar vindo aqui. Uma coisa especial que eu trago comigo e eu ainda mantenho vivo. Um dos meus treinadores, quando eu era bem novo, eu perguntei pra ele o que ele viu em mim. Ele falou que eu não tinha medo. E um deles falou que eu tinha olhos que cospem sangue, olhos que querem muito. E eu consigo ver isso aí na olho de vocês, então... Bora. Um projeto que existe desde 96, cara, então... fui muito ajudado pelo projeto. Então eu vivenciar, ser convidado, estar aqui como campeão, abraçado por essas crianças aqui com amor, sabe, imenso. Então é algo que, cara... Eu quero uma salva de palmas pra nossa lenda, Minotauro. Eu ganho mais que doce, sabe?
Então a gente tem aqui do garoto social até o último estágio, que é o profissional de boxe.
Vamos, movimenta, movimenta. Pega, pega, vamos. Isso! É uma responsabilidade muito grande, sabe? E esse poder de ter o cinturão deve ser eu entrar num lugar como esse, de tantos sonhos, e as pessoas sonharem com a posição que eu tenho hoje em dia. Vamos acreditar, vamos buscar! Quem quer ser campeão mundial? Vamos pegar! 1, 2...
O Pantoja, ele teve uma mudança através do esporte, né? Ele foi um garoto que se entendeu primeiro a toda a parte educacional, e muitos desses garotos que passam por esse processo.
Cada sorriso, cada olhar determinado que eu vi hoje, eu vou levar comigo. Eu quero que vocês sintam que vocês são campeão mundial também. Eu chego aqui hoje, né, pra dar esse sentimento a eles, e eu saio revitalizado, sabe? Eu saio me sentindo muito melhor do que eu entrei, e muito mais forte, cara. Então eu acho que meu próximo adversário vai sentir toda essa pressão, porque me alimentou muito.
For the challenger Cara France, the proud Kiwi has parlayed his skills inside the octagon into aiding his hometown team in the NRL, and the chance to show his support up close and personal.
For those that watch rugby league, you'll know me already as the Warriors wrestling coach. That's New Zealand's premier rugby league team. I've been with the team for 3 years now. A lot of stuff translates from martial arts to rugby league. The techniques that we use to get people down in the octagon, wrestling, jiu-jitsu, being efficient with your movements, how to be heavy on top, so weight distribution.
Aí vem. Aí vem. Chama lá.
Some noise for the future 125-pound champion of the world, Mr. Kai France.
Grew up going to the stadium my whole life. To watch a field side is pretty special. Seeing the boys run out, cheering them on, walking them out. Feels like I'm about to go walk out and fight. That's the same feeling I get. My family, my brother, my dad, it's nice that we get to come together for a team that we love to support. My goal, my bucket list, is obviously win a flyweight world title, but help the Warriors win a premiership.
Winning a UFC title is an incredibly rare feat. But defending the crown is even more extraordinary. No one knows this better than flyweight champion Alexandre Pantoja, who credits his success to the mentality instilled in him by his head coach.
2, 1.
All my life I hear people say, get the top is very hard, but stay in the top is the hard thing to do. And I have this belt because I have Marcos Parrupinha in my corner. He not want to say, I'm the best of the world. He want to prove to him all the time, I'm the best fighter of the world.
When we have a fight signed, when you have a target already, he's no longer the champion anymore, he's the challenger.
Vem, esgrima, esgrima, esgrima. Pombo hard, pombo hard.
He needs to have that mentality so he will not be too comfortable on being the champion, and that's when champions make mistakes. He's on his prime, but he's still improving.
Vem, pulando as costas aqui.
When Pantoja first got to American Top Team, his biggest flaw was his wrestling, both offensively and defensively.
Quando eu bater a palma, você vai pro 10 dedos. Mesmo lado, não troca o lado não.
And we tried to, over the years, close that gap, and we did a pretty good job. Now he's finding his way to his submissions, and I think that's gonna be the key for this fight.
Subiu, Anderson. 30 segundos finais.
Not only the wrestling, the grappling, but to be complete.
Muito bom.
Kai is a dangerous fighter. He has a good striking, good takedown defense.
Aí, mexer na cabeça. Aí, essa é a postura. Sem jogar a cabeça pra frente, isso.
But Pantoja has everything he needs to beat Kai again.
Aí, ó. Entendeu? Se alongar o golpe.
Cruza e mexe a cabeça pra cruzar.
And remains the UFC flyweight champion.
10 segundos. Isso.
Kai France is very sharp with the hands. He knocked out a lot of good fighters. I need to be sharp about that, and I know I have the skills to win that fight.
With preparations in full swing, Kai France readies to bring a UFC title back to New Zealand. With head coach Eugene Behrman and the team at City Kickboxing.
Kai has been one of my best students. He's a consummate professional. The reason he's able to get back to a second title shot is because he's just always in the gym, always studying and always trying to improve. Every time he's had victory, or especially when he's lost, he's made improvements and got better every single time. And you can only do that with absolute dedication. Kai's got something special that is not very well featured thing in the UFC, and that's got that power. It's especially unique because it's not normally a gift that's given to people of such small stature. So that's what he's got.
Stylistically, this is a tough matchup, not just for myself, but for him as well. If he tries to get me to the ground, he can't keep me there. I'm too quick, I'm too fast. I've got one of the best takedown defense in this flyweight division.
The takedown defense of Kai Kara-France, absolutely perfect.
Pantoja's biggest weaknesses, he's gonna be too stubborn and try to walk me down, and eventually he's gonna get sloppy.
This kid's on fire.
One thing I've always got in my back pocket is I can finish the fight whenever. In the division that there's not many knockouts, I've got 12 of them.
Big power for a small guy.
Double jab stuff.
Fighting for a world title, I'm excited because there's 15 years of fighting.
Nice.
It's a long time to work on this one goal. It's a goal that I haven't tipped off, to be the first flyweight Māori world champion. And I want to be the first one to knock him out in the UFC flyweight division.
This man has all the ability to become a world champion.
And then bring another belt back to Aotearoa, New Zealand. That's what I'm chasing.
Alexandre Pantoja, he's the best in the world. He has beaten everybody.
Kai Kara-France has a huge power in his hand, but I can finish him.
He is a champion, and champion for a reason. He is the man.
I can submit him.
His ground game is levels above.
And still!
The important thing is I keep this belt.
Me and Pantoja get to run it back. This time I'm making it count. I can finish the fight whenever. UFC 317, and bringing another belt back to Aotearoa, New Zealand.
The battle for flyweight gold sets the stage for a clash at 155 pounds in the main event. For past champion Charles Oliveira.
He wants to get back to where he was. He wants to hold that belt again.
Takes on the former featherweight king Ilia Topuria for the vacant lightweight title.
Ilia Topuria is special. The highest fight IQ in the game.
It all goes down for International Fight Week at UFC 317 in Las Vegas.
I mean, if that doesn't get you hyped, I don't know what will.